It's week 3 of the 2025 season, and we'll see the dynamic Justin Fields. He's going to have to air it out.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
It's early, but it now a cliche right here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Well, you see the numbers in last week's game for Warren. 16 carries, 93 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here, because to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
From the gun on third down, Fields able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Back to throw, Fields. And it's incomplete. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. George Pickens, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done. Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Love. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you got a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That's caught downfield by Pickens. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. A handoff for Warren. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here we go. Now Fields. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Warren will try the right side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jaylen Warren with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Love. Throw caught by Musgrave. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Again, it's Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find it.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense and George Pickens set to take over again. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. On the give, it's Warren. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Part of the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Fields. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Well, they have not been shy about looking his way in this 1st half. That's already 7 catches for him now, and we've yet to hit halftime. Play action. It's Fields. Buying time to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On the run, it's Warren. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jaylen Warren with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Throwing. Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. Here's Love. Complete once again to Watson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Travelers raised his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warren. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Off play action. Fields flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Completes this one to Pickens. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, Fields. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Final play of the half, Love. That one behind his man, incomplete. So we've come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where you see the final score there. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we head north to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Baker Mayfield, 2 touchdown passes as his...
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second... Begins with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Play action this time with Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Fields. They'll roll him out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Here comes third and about a foot. Now a run with Warren.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw. Fields. He finds Pickens over the middle. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Finding Pickens for another catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Over the middle here to Wilson. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run it, Warren. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On play action, Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On third down, Warren. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now, before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 38 now, here's second down at a yard. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the first. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Love now. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Love. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now Love. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now it's Fields. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's Fields. He's got this to Pickens. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards. downs, and the field position has totally been flipped. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing. Love. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, between last week and this week, that's not 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, not 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Up the middle they go. It's Warren. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home.